We begin with breaking news out of Paris, where there are reports of yet another attack this morning. Gunmen are holding hostages at a market in the eastern part of the city. This is a separate incident from the standoff near Charles de Gaulle Airport with the suspected gunman from the attack at the Charlie Hebdo newspaper. Our John Gonzalez is live in the newsroom with all the latest details. John?
And there are a lot of details here. Authorities might be dealing with an entire jihadist cell here, Melanie, not just two men at this point. As the dramatic situation in France truly intensifies at this hour, French news outlet AFP is reporting that Wednesday's massacre has now been linked to the shooting death of a Paris policewoman yesterday morning by two separate attackers, a man and a woman. And now we want to show you some pictures from a report of yet another standoff this morning, a second one, if you will. This one at a grocery store in Paris with at least 5 hostages. Now, in this initial standoff situation this morning, at least one hostage involved, and the 2 armed men believed to be responsible for the Charlie Hebdo attack have been cornered, surrounded for hours now after a police car chase and a shootout. They are refusing to let that female hostage go and will not turn themselves in. A flurry of activity underway northeast of Paris there, and now in the city of Paris. Hundreds of police forces have been mobilized around these areas. The printing business, where this first standoff is occurring 7 miles from Paris's main airport, some 80,000 people have been brought in during the 2-day manhunt. Residents there are being told to stay inside. Schools are on lockdown. Prior to that initial standoff, the heavily armed jihadist suspects, the brothers, were seen robbing a gas station yesterday morning, and at around 10 this morning French time, they were carjacked, or I should say they carjacked a woman who said she recognized the brothers from all the news reports. The men have stated that they are willing to die as martyrs. The attack on Wednesday was France's deadliest massacre in half a century. Authorities being very careful with now both of these standoffs. They know that these suspects are armed and dangerous. So to recap, in the past 48 hours in and around Paris, 2 shootings, 2 standoffs, and now it appears 4 suspects. Melanie, back to you.
Well, this situation seems to be mushrooming at this hour. Thanks for the very latest on a very complicated situation going on in France. John.